Pretty amazing. Day 10. Okay, here we go. It's going live. There we go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let me get back over to Zoom. All right. Good morning. Day 10. And something that really kept showing up for me today to talk about is really talking about you're not broken. There's nothing to heal in order to create. And with so many other modalities, I know I went through all these through my life of looking at ways to heal, both my physical, my illnesses I kept creating, but also the oscillations I kept creating in life, and thinking there was something wrong with me inside I needed to fix. And the truth is that there's nothing to fix or heal in order to create anything in life, to experience and make these choices. We get to make these choices. And we can become aware of the resistances that can get in our way, our own resistances, right? And we can retrain them. And it's different identities, different aspects that were developed as we orientated with this world. And it's not about killing off those parts of ourselves, but more of a retraining. And I find there's a difference, the healing to me feels like I've got to fix everything before I can have it. And it's just not true. You think of all the different examples of other people in this world. If your desire is to have more money and you feel you need to be a really good person, a positive person, and really focused in that in order to create money, take a moment and realize some of the incredibly wealthy people on this planet who aren't positive and doing good things, right? Or there's, everyone, there's different aspects everyone experiences, and it doesn't get in the way of creating. There's famous authors who struggled with drinking. You think of the movie stars and musicians who have an immense low self-esteem and struggle with that each time they get on stage, or just pointing this out as far as there's nothing to heal in order to create what you want. So with that example, I wanted to go in today and share something. I just want to reiterate that there is nothing to be fixed, nothing to be healed. You're beautiful and amazing. You are an amazing creator and have so much power in your choices and actions to follow up and do those aligned actions. So I like this quote, and I'm going to go ahead and put this full screen so you can see it a little better. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, will what you will. Let's see if I can say this right. You will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. I just really like to sit with that too. We create the images in our mind and feel into it and really feel the whole experience. And then our will, we can take our divine action, the aligned action to make it happen, and feeling into what that is. So I showed this in the past, and this is a little hero's journey. We call it the human journey. And one thing I wanted to share today was about the unconscious part, the part that runs everything, the automatic part of ourselves, all these programs, and what we've learned. All these programs were formed from just before birth until about 6 years old. And it was all just like a computer, like our brain learning how to orientate and learn how to be in this world. And a lot of the times it's just, well, the number one job of the unconscious is to keep balance and safety, right? To keep you alive. So there could be so many interpretations of the experiences that create these different aspects. Learning how, like if you're spending all this time with your mom early on, and then all of a sudden she needs to go to work. And there's this aspect that feels like, oh, well, I'm not as important. Even though mom needs to go to work and to, create money for food and whatnot for life. But there's this aspect that has this, oh, I'm not important. So therefore, the subconscious, unconscious part tries to solve that limitation by bringing importance. So you always do things to show you're important. And that's just an example. So there's so many, as we've talked about in the past, like perfection, feeling imperfect, not good enough. So always trying to need to show that you're good enough, or it's got to be perfect before you create. Those kind of things. So as we orientate to the world through this limitation from being source, right, where everything is taken care of, and then coming into being an individual. And it's a limited perspective, like, source is everything, where everything's taken care of. And now you're learning in this individual experience how to be in this world through that limitation. And in those aspects, you learn to solve those limitations, right? And that's where we talk about the oscillation going back and forth, like different things. A big oscillation that can happen in life is relationships, always choosing a person that's not a positive match, but there's an aspect of you that chooses that and then ends it, chooses it, ends it. Health, diet, starting a diet, ending it, starting, that yo-yo that we call. And even parts like wanting to start something and always talking about it and never doing it, never doing it, never taking the action. That's an oscillation. And then here where that little I is, I'll move my little mouse around. We come to a place that we decide we know we are a creator. We want to be the creator, our predominant creator of our life, and live from the four core choices. And those core choices were living a life I love. I choose to live a life I love. Choosing is key. So I'm going to make sure I add those beginning. I choose a life I love. I choose to be the predominant creator of my life. I choose health and vitality. And I choose to live my true nature and purpose. So those are the different levels of consciousness that I shared before. And when we our direct experience right now is in the self-conscious, the bottom bubble right here with the black and white, this polarity, good and bad. And then we've got the subconscious, this subconscious or unconscious part. That's the part of you that did all the learning, how to orientate to this world, all those programs that are constantly running in the background, like 90%. of what's going on in your experience, right? Is through the unconscious, subconscious part. And today I wanted to talk about the language of the subconscious. And it is feelings, it's all the senses, it's having an experience. And the subconscious part of you doesn't know the difference between you feeling into it in your mind, right? Creating this experience, like when we choose our desired result and you really feel into the whole experience, what it feels like, what you're doing, what's, like breeze on your skin, like really creating this whole experience and what it feels like. You're creating information for the subconscious. It's like you're training it to this experience. So the more and more you do that, the more you're training the subconscious. So I love these two pictures because I think of I just refer to the eddies a lot. The eddies are like oscillations and being in circles and not stepping into the river to flow down to the next destination and paddle and make my choices to where I want to go next. There's times I put myself over in the eddy. The subconscious does, right? Bringing up, thinking it's not safe. So I got to go over here and sabotage the situation because I don't know, this doesn't feel right. Not perfect. It's not, I don't feel worthy of that. That doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't really go with these instructions I know in the unconscious. So on this left side with the goat, it's just so great because he's jumping across this crevice, deep crevice. And in the mind, I want to use this as a metaphor for the mind, is on the other side is your desired result, right? And seeing yourself there in it, what it feels like, you've landed, you're safe, you did it. And you hear of athletes and artists and business people are now doing it. This is really, really a great experience to do, is to see yourself in it now. So if you're on the other side ready to jump, you see yourself on the other side and feel it. What does it feel like? And as now, so you see yourself on the other side and you're going to jump and see it happen and feel it, it. So there's athletes who feel into the end of the race and how they won, what their best record, whatever it is that they're envisioning. And it's amazing the results that they have. Same with musicians and artists and speakers, when speakers are going to go up and speak on a stage, envisioning beforehand the end result. What's it going to be like after the speech or the information you shared? And it's amazing in doing that, how the whole event goes. So I just wanted to present that to you. So what I'm going to do, 5 more minutes, I want to create an anchor. And I'm going to stop the screen share for a moment so you can see me. And I want you to pick something. You see my boo-boo. It's healing. And pick a knuckle. Pick a knuckle that's easy for you to press throughout your day. Like sometimes I'll do my ring finger knuckle, and something you can press. So pick one and just press, get ready to press it so you know where you are. So get set for that. Now I'm going to go back to the screen share because I like these images. So close your eyes and take your breath, your heart breath, and relax your body. Just choose to relax your body. Now choose your truest choice. Is it, I choose to live a life I love? I choose health and vitality. I choose to be the predominant creator of my life. Or I choose to live my true nature and purpose. So whichever one sticks out, pick the one. Now go into an end result where you know you've reached that. You know that you've reached living the life you love, 100%. Or you know you've reached that health and vitality. And just be in that. Feel all of what it is as you know you've reached that moment. What does your body feel like? Who's around you? What are you doing? What sounds do you hear? What do you feel on your skin? Maybe you feel your clothes. Maybe there's a breeze if you're outside. What do you smell? And just let it come up. Now, as you're seeing this all unfold, turn up the volume, make it even more vibrant. All the senses. And as you're doing this, I want you to press that anchor. I'm going to keep turning this up. Feel it even more with a smile on your face. What does your body feel like? What are you moving like? Who's around you? What are you doing? How does your heart feel in this? And bring a smile on your face and keep pressing that anchor. Look around you. Where are you living? What are you doing? What's just lighting your heart up so much? You know you've arrived to this beautiful moment. Keep pressing that anchor. Now turn it up again. Turn the volume up even brighter. Like it is so vibrant. The colors you see. Your body is moving so fluidly. Big smile on your face. Seeing the loved ones around you, all the different people. Look at your surroundings. What do you hear? What do you smell? Maybe what you taste, things you eat then. Keep pressing that anchor and let's turn it up a little more, even more vibrant. It is amazing. Like your whole body is tingling with excitement and joy, appreciation. So grateful for this moment and looking all around you, feeling into it. Really, really feeling into it, seeing all the beautiful colors, the beautiful people, how your heart just is ready to burst with joy. All right. Now you can let go of the anchor on your knuckle and come back to this moment and do a little looking around the room, kind of getting present in this moment and looking at all the different objects around you. And just, think of popcorn, something odd. Popcorn. What is popcorn like? What does it taste like? Just to get the mind into that different state. And I'm going to do a little practice is being in this moment, go ahead and press that anchor and see if you can feel that emotion, that feeling come back. Being in that moment. And you can keep doing this on and off through your day. So what just happened is there was some rewiring happening as you're pressing and feeling into it, feeling the emotions and all the senses. This was a training of your subconscious. So you can rewatch this video and really feel into it more when you have more time if needed, or to feel into it and press on that anchor. So this is something you can push from this point forward to tap into that feeling, that space. And just a couple more images before we say goodbye. So this is what I invite today, as every morning to set your intentions and to press your anchor and feel into that end result. Touch your heart and breathe throughout your day. And I didn't add one thing, but it's something very important here, and I'll talk about it tomorrow, is feel into your next step. What's your most aligned action next? That draw, as you feel into your anchor and you look back at your current result, listen to your heart, your super conscious, and what is your next aligned step? So I love this image because that's what I feel in my heart when I really tune into my desired result, and realizing you're feeling it now. It's an experience you're having now as you do that. So it exists, just like health and vitality. There's seeds of it right now. It's, if you're going through a health issue, let's say, you have health and vitality and you're growing that seed. It is now. You can feel it. All right. So on that note, you are so loved. I am so grateful that you're here and watching and sharing with others. And I love you. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Much love.